AxtraxNG software, we want to talk about panel definitions. The first thing that we want to talk about is doors. In order to go in and edit a door, we would double left click here in the column, or we could use the edit. Here we can give it a name. If for some reason we were not going to have a request to exit or a Rex button, and we wanted to use the input for this particular reader, we could uncheck the Rex button, and on this reader, reader number 1 of panel 1, my input now becomes an available input that I can send to do another project. First person delay is part of auto door open, which we will explain in one section. Auto door open is built by creating a time zone and an AC link, and with that AC link my door would be open for that particular time zone, Monday through Friday 8 to 5, and my lock would be unlocked from 8. It would close back at 5, so that the badges had to be used. Precaution that we have is that you can check first person delay on automatic unlock, and if it's a snow day for instance and it's a Monday and my door auto open should open at 8 o'clock, it will not open until the first person swipes their badge, fob, or PIN number. Very good security. Manual door open. If I uncheck manual door open and I go to my icon manual door open, which allows me to open or close all doors for X time frame, I won't see this particular door. This could be used for a number of reasons, but as long as you know it's there. Door output polarity simply is that I've normally got a strike, it's a normally open. For whatever reason I need to change that output, I can do so. Timers, door open time is standard door unlock, mag lock, strike, unlocked is 4 seconds. You can take that up to whatever time frame you need, up to 9 minutes and 59 seconds. Same with extended door time. Extended door time would be for handicapped or for the elderly, as we talked about earlier. Door held open and door forced open, you would of course have to have a external monitor on the door itself. Once we check this, this assigns for reader 1 input and output 1A to reader 1, and same with the forced door. That way they're working in unison to make sure that we monitor whether a door has been forced open or whether a door has been held open. You can have the lock relock if you do have that relay on your door. You can tell it to lock the door, auto lock it when the monitor is open, when the monitor is closed, or just leave it as none. Okay. On readers, to take a look at the readers, we again double left click on the left hand column. We can name, and it's always good to name the readers, and that is what you'll see come up in the definitions. If I have a in and an out reader on a door, I need to identify one as the in, one as the out. I can tell this reader not to open door 1. Door 1 reader is assigned to output 1 and input 1, but if for some reason I am going to do something like open a security door first so that a security guard could come out, there's a number of reasons that I would do that. I can check that, and then when I swipe my badge, it does not open output 1, but it does whatever my AC link would tell it to do. We do have a primary reader type and a secondary reader type. Our readers do not read multiple have multiple reader types. So in our particular case, using our readers, you would only use the primary reader type. But if there was someone that needed two different formats, we can set that up. If for some reason you want to only check a badge or a fob's facility code, you can check it here. You can go to facility codes and you can put whatever you want those facility codes to check, and you can do up to 4. Haven't seen a reason for that one yet. Operation modes on our readers. Inactive simply means that you will get nothing out of the reader. It is inactive. Card only means that do not have a pin on it. I'm going to only read card. Same with pin. I only read the pin number. I can do card or pin, or I can set it up in desktop mode if I have something different. I have a card and someone else's readers and I don't know what those card numbers are. I can set my reader into desktop mode. I can go swipe my badge and I will see on events what the facility code and card number of that card are. I can do a no access, which does mean that the badge is swiped. I see the badge come up. I'll see access granted, but nothing will happen. I'll just get a no access out to the reader, and it doesn't open it. It just clocks, like clock in or clock out for time. Card plus card on door. If I have a highly secured area that I need a card plus card, a drug cabinet or something like that, then I would tell it that this is a card plus card, and it's going to take 2 people in a card plus card group to swipe in order for that door to open. Secured card plus pin. In some highly secured areas, you will want to have a card and pin access code. Governments will use these on a lot of occasions, that you have to come in, you have to swipe your badge, then you have to put in your PIN number, and in order to get access. That's what this would be. We talked about on the badges earlier that a subcontractor could be given a counter on the badge swipes. You do have to tell each reader that it is doing the count on that, and this is where you would do it. If you do have a pin pad on your reader, the ROS layers are always set up as 6-bit ROS layer. Of course, HID is 6-bit HID, but you would need to make sure if it is a card plus pin or card or pin that you tell it the proper. If you are setting up one of our biometrics AYC W6500s, the way to get this to come back up is just to simply change your primary reader type once, then you can check it and tell it that it is a 6500. The different options that we have are automatic anti-passback. I can assign this to a time zone, and this assigns all of my doors as a anti-passback. I can tell the software that if somebody uses a badge a second time without swiping on another badge, which is what anti-passback does, to do a hard access denied, which won't let the card in or be used again, or I can just have an alarm sent, or I can tell it to actually give it a time frame that once the second badge is swiped, it has to be 2 hours before it can go back to the same badge. Access events. I can do a pop-up. When I swipe a badge and I want to see who's coming into my building, I can assign that person a picture, and when I do the pop-up, I will get a pop-up on the screen. I can close that by a timer, and here's the time frame that you would use, or I can force it manual if I'm a more secured area. I can get the same pop-ups on denied, recorded, or logged. Inputs. These are all of our inputs. You can, of course, name your input. You can tell it whether it is a open or normally open, normally close, or you can put resistors on it to identify that. And you can have a start delay for a number of things like door forced open, door held open. Outputs, there's not a lot you can do except rename your outputs. AC links. AC links are used for a number of things, but primarily an AC link is a input to an output, software driven. So we have talked about forced door and held door open. If I want to set up a forced door forced open on door 1, I would select door. I would select the door 1. I would choose forced open, and then I could do my output of what I want to happen. So I could tell it I want it to be a sounder, a bell that sounds, and I could turn it on. And if I tell this OK, then I've created a output, an AC link, that when my door is forced open and it does not see a badge swipe or it does not see a Rex button, it will sound an alarm. Okay, one of the things that everyone calls in about is a auto door open. An auto door open is created by creating a time zone and by creating an AC link. The AC link is set up as an output. You select the source, that would be the door 1, 2, 3, or 4, or you could use output 1A to unlock a maglock strike if you wanted to, or 2A. You could set those up. It's always set up as an automatic operation, which locks in our destinations, our operation, and then the only thing you have to do then is to select the time zone. We at this time haven't created our time zone, so there's not one in there, but I tell it OK, and I have created an automatic operation that will unlock my output 1, my door 1, on this time zone. That's all we have at this time for our panels.